What's up, shitheads? Alex here. I'm here with Mark with Wheeler. We're going to be checking out some new stuff. Typically, you guys know them from their armorer's wrench, their fat wrench also. This is real handy. I don't know why I haven't carried these, so expect to see these in the shop soon. But we're not here to talk about that. Here to talk about some of the new stuff they've gotten. You guys got quite a bit of new stuff.
Hey, hold on. I'm late.
No shit, Sherlock.
What's up,
were you in Vegas again?
Hey, how are you doing?
Yeah, I was just at the slot machines.
I'm done. So anyways, you have some new shit to share with us. What do you have?
So you nailed it on the head, Alex. Obviously, Wheeler is known for our gunsmithing tools. Most people know us from our fat wrench. For all you new gun owners and gun builders, big mistake we see in the field a lot is when you're mounting your scope and not setting your scope rings to the correct specification. Most of the time, it's going to be between 15 and 20 inch-pounds. So this is an absolute must-have tool. It will not allow you to over-tighten or snap your scope ring screws. So we've got punch sets, armorer's wrenches, screwdriver sets, anything you would need to build, maintain, customize your firearms. So the new things that we have coming out is kind of building on the fat wrench's success. And the first one is going to be our fat sticks. Now, fat does not stand for effing awesome tools, even though it should. Or yes, I am carrying a little bit of extra holiday weight right now. It stands for firearm accurizing torque, and it basically will allow you to set that exact specification, and it takes the guesswork out of it for you, so you're not damaging your firearms. So it will come in this nice set. This is a prototype, obviously. It will come with this nice T-handle. It'll have 5 torque limiters, ranging from 15 all the way to 65 inch-pounds of torque. And you can do both your nuts, your screws, anything that you want to mount, fix, maintain on your firearms. And it just, again, it makes it really easy. Alex and I were talking a minute ago how it's a lot easier to throw something like this in your range bag. And when you go out into the field, it literally will have everything you need. If you have a scope come loose, or you want to swap a scope out, or you want to change some screws or add a pistol grip, whatever you want to do out in the field, this will allow you to do that.
No, you're not. I mean, last time we went to Gadsden, we had probably wrenches, 5 sets of Allen keys, screwdrivers, a bunch of other shit. You can get sick and tired of running around with an entire damn toolbox.
I'm always,
in your
hey, do you have an Allen wrench?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's all you need now. That little tiny package can do everything.
Yep. So throw that kit in your range bag and you're all set.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the next product that we have, we're really excited about it. We, obviously, you know our Crimson Trace brand at AOB. We are getting into the optics mounting game as well with Wheeler, and we've come up with a winner here. So from what we've heard from our customers, there's a lot of folks in the world that they have 1 or 2 scopes that they really like, that they will move from one firearm to the next. Obviously, a really nice optic is quite expensive. So the issue that we run into is, okay, repeatability is a big one, especially with a long distance or a hunting rifle. And how do I make sure that my scope on this firearm is going to be accurate on this firearm, et cetera, et cetera. Then I got to mess with changing out the rings and all that. So we've kind of taken the guesswork out of that. And with the new Wheeler Sporter rings, we're calling them, there is a interchangeable piece on the bottom. This is your recoil lug. And just by simply removing this set screw on the bottom here, you can take this silver piece, which is the recoil lug, flip it over, and it will allow you to do both a pick rail mount as well as a weaver mount.
Wow.
So you can leave it on your scope, simply switch that over, and you're good to go.
Nice. And that's, especially some of the higher caliber rifles, that is an issue that over time, you know you have it torqued to spec, sometimes that recoil just breaks loose and all of a sudden you notice your scope's going back and forth. And strangely enough, it's somewhat hard to be accurate at 1,000 yards when your scope's got about a 1/4 inch of movement.
And the great thing with this design too, because we've seen some other folks attempt this and fail miserably, there's a lot of slop. Whether you go from pick to weaver, there is 0 slop. Our engineers did a very good job making sure the tolerances are very, very tight, and that scope is not going to go anywhere.
Nice.
It will come in 9 sizes. So your most common 1 inch, 30 millimeter, 34 millimeter in high, medium, and low. And the price point's going to be under $30.
Oh, wow. So that's competitive with pretty much any budget price
Oh,
scope
yeah.
ring out there, whereas some of them you can get into, $150, $200 for a set.
Let
Yep.
me get this straight though. I can because I'm that guy as well. Right?
Yeah.
I've got a really nice optic on my 300 Win Mag,
Mhm.
Petra, and then
Mhm.
I also have a 338 Lapua Barrett 98B.
Yep.
And I also have a 308, Remington 700.
Yep.
And so the Remington 700 doesn't have a pick rail on it. It's just Weaver, right?
Yep.
And so I would be able to move the scope with those rings from a pick rail to a Weaver rail with some minor adjustment that doesn't actually, and I don't have to take the rings off the scope.
So you will have to take just the one piece off and remove that, but then it's simply just pop it right back on.
Okay.
Yeah, but you won't have to have multiple sets of rings. You can have this set of rings with one scope and you can move it from one firearm to the next in about 5 minutes or less.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you're still going to have to change you're going to have to re-zero because
Sure.
the gun's different.
Yep.
But that's some pretty awesome technology.
Absolutely. Yeah, very excited about it. I think it's going to do very, very well. Like I said, it's very, very cost effective. And we've had a lot of feedback with just the scope ring category in general. And we've taken a lot of weight out of them as well. So we're using a very lightweight aluminum. So whether you're taking it up the mountains or just going to the range, it doesn't add a whole lot of weight to your firearm.
Outstanding. And especially in this day and age where, especially us here at Tactical Shit, we've always been about building instead of buying. And part of building is having the correct and proper tools to be able to build. And, we may do before with an armorer's wrench and a vise block, but it helps if you have a few extra tools. And when it comes to tools to be able to assemble a firearm, you guys have literally everything we need.
Absolutely. And you and I were talking earlier, we make a lot of specialty tools as well. So upper receiver action rods, there's a lot of pain points that we've addressed with the build process. A lot of times when you're mounting certain parts, especially if you have big hands, there's a lot of little parts that are easy to lose, and you've got to have a screwdriver and an Allen wrench, and you got to hold them all at the same time. So we've literally created devices that will basically act as a second pair of hands. We've got specific bench blocks and gun vices and all kinds of stuff. We've got wrenches for your Remington 700 you mentioned that literally without that wrench, you really can't put it together. So we've really done everything to make it easier on customers to, whether you're a seasoned builder or you're brand new, kind of make it a lot easier for you.
Well, or if you're someone like Tactical Shit, where they're literally building.
Exactly.
Daily basis.
Yep. Saves you time, saves you money.
Absolutely.
Sweet.
Where else can they get this aside from here in the next few weeks from shop.tacticalshit?
So you'll be able to find all this stuff on wheelertools.com. You'll be able to find all this stuff available. And we're really excited. So go check them out.
Awesome. I appreciate it. Check out more videos from Not Shot Show, Shit Show 2021.